Are we up to speed on those brave women that went to space? Give it up for the brave women and Katy Perry, who went to outer space recently. Incredible. Incredible. And it wasn't even a real, I read the news story, I thought they went to like Mars. They didn't, it was a Temu trip to space. This was not a real trip to space. Let me tell you why. I flew here from New York City, I saw their space shuttle beneath my plane. I was on the Delta flight and they were doing ketamine in the spaceship. I was like, that does not count. They went to space in the same way that I have an 8-inch cock. Technically true, depending on where you measure from. It's like, all right, I guess you were in space. We're all in space right now. Did you guys know that? If you want to use that definition. One of the women that went, her name's Gayle King. And she wrote this piece after it. She was reflecting on her experience, and she was like, you know, when we got up there, it was just so amazing how quiet it was. First of all, I know that's bullshit. It was 6 women that were up there. I know you guys weren't quiet up there. I know Katy Perry was on Instagram Live. And then she said this. She went and she came back and she was like, I just looked down at Earth and I realized that we're all the same and we all need to do better. You were on Jeff Bezos' space vehicle. You do better, bitch. You need to do better. Don't lecture the public on morals. And that's how, and I'm sorry to say it, guys, I love America, but that's how you know our country's in trouble. Because 50 years ago, Neil Armstrong, one of the Armstrongs, I forget his name. Help me out, what's his name? Lance or Neil? Is it, I don't know. Neil, thank you. You better not be lying about that. Neil Armstrong stepped off a rocket ship onto the moon and he was like, well boys, that's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And we all cried. 50 years later, it's Gayle King going to Jeff Bezos and being like, Daddy, can we go to space, please?